Is your client acquisition for your relationship coaching getting below 2 times your return on ad investment, even when you raise your ad budget? If you give me about 9 minutes, because I want to share with you the ads method that we use right now in 2025 to change poor performing sets of advertising campaigns into a system that brings in calls from your ideal types of clients with just a few changes to the ads you currently have running right now. Now, if we haven't met yet, hello, my name is Tina. I'm from tinasanford.com. And since 2020, along with my son Daniel, we've been working with established businesses to increase their return on ad spend. Now, we came across this particular strategy back in 2023. And at the time, our main service was focused on social media lead generation ads. And we were just using lead magnets and lead forms, okay? And what we'd noticed over time was that the quality of our clients' leads was kind of steadily dropping. And that was because their audience, they had a lot more distrust their advertising than previously, just from experience. And it turned out that over time, because they had been having bad experiences with other services that also made the same promises about the same outcome, that the majority of leads would no longer react to advertising unless there was already some kind of level of trust between them and with the business who was already advertising who we were working with. That was due to market saturation and complication, but that's a story for another day. But when we came across Laurel Portier's ad strategy, which actually adds in that necessary trust building element to our ad campaigns, along with actually building a warm audience for a fraction of the typical cost too, and also with that powerful retargeting to match, we just knew that we'd found something that would work. And we've been using Laurel's method ever since then. Now, I want to show you the strategy in full. And you should know that there are 3 things that may make this method not a good fit for you. So I'm going to go through these in order first, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to begin with, you need to already be spending money on advertising or marketing. And you would have needed to have done this for a while to truly benefit from this process. Yeah, you could use the same strategy without an ongoing advertising budget, but I'll let you know now. That is just going to take you a lot longer than when you would use ads. Putting payment on top of these makes the whole strategy go much faster, which is essential right now, I think. The second thing is, to use this strategy, you must have a love for recording or creating video. A lot of the ads we will be creating rely on the power of video to truly stand out and carry out that ad strategy. So if you don't like video, you can stop watching now. This strategy is not for you either. And finally, the third qualifier or detail about this strategy is that you must have the ability to solve a problem for your target market. It's only with this understanding and confidence in solving problems for your audience will the strategy be truly effective. It's really important that you understand. Yeah. So if you haven't yet acquired this skill, then my suggestion to you is to go validate your skills and then come back when you are ready to rock and roll. Okay, we'll be here for you. Now, I want to show you like a really big 4-kilometer view of how this ad strategy works. When you join us, the first thing we do is we want to gather a true understanding of how your service method works to actually help your ideal clients solve their problems. Now, once we have established those key points, then we will create a plan of action that fills in the gaps that your current client getting method for quick wins it's not doing, okay? And then we can set up our method to create also a quality audience, people who also will want what you have. It's my favorite bit, okay? Now, once this is established and in place, we can then begin retargeting those ideal people with very carefully crafted strategic content, which will bust their false beliefs. Go into that in more detail in another video, okay? But the whole thing is it helps those people to understand what it is that you do to help them solve their problem, okay? And that means that we will be able to know for a fact that you can be trusted, and they will also know how to reach you as soon as they are ready to buy your service. It's kind of like a natural process, you know? It just makes them feel as if like you are speaking directly to them. They will feel like you understand them and you understand their problems, and also that you have the solution that they are looking for. And you've got to remember this, if they are looking for a solution and you don't show up, they're going to choose somebody else who might not have that skill that you have right now. So it's essential right now that you get in front of these people who are looking for you. The thing is, when they're ready to buy, you are going to be their obvious choice if you're doing this, because you already would have built that trust that they'll have that complete clarity on what it is you do, and they'll have certainty that you have what they need right now for solving their problems. And that's the beauty of this method. Okay. Now at this point, once they've gone through that sequence, reaching out to you feels like the only logical next step. And that's the beauty of this. There's another wonderful part of the strategy. Yeah. Once we tailor the videos to your ideal clients, when they come to you, they're kind of already ready to buy. You'll find that people will just come to you, and you won't need to do sales practices that use processes, because your audience that we've built will already feel that you understand them and you're already that obvious choice, which makes sales easier. You won't need to script. Many people are just going to turn up to you and say, "Hi, can you fit me in too?" Or, "Hello, I don't suppose you have time for me as well right now?" And things like that, which just makes such a lovely difference to having people just know that you have what they need right now, yeah? Now, if you'd like us to take a look at your current strategy to see how this method will work for you, Danny and I are actually offering currently a £97 roadmap session, okay? And this is where we would collect all your information about your business on an initial chat, and then he and I go in, analyse it between the two of us, and then we would then strategize on another call to create an exact roadmap for what you need over the coming months using this strategy. This takes place over 2 short sessions. The first is about 15 minutes, where we'd go through everything you do already, and we take a look at your digital assets as well as all your ads. And then we'd be able to give you a very clear plan of action even during the next meeting, okay, which lasts about 60 minutes. If you don't need 60 minutes, then that's fine as well, okay? Then you can take that away, and you can either execute the plan yourself, or you can ask your current ads manager, or you can ask us to do it for you, okay? But the whole point is for us to find those gaps and fill them where you're currently losing your ideal customers to your competition. You don't want them going to somebody else. They might not take care of them the same way as you can. And then we attract your ideal clients who've been following you or thinking about you without wasting extra ad budget or time. So, questions if you're interested in, where do you go? Well, there's a link below, and you can arrange your call today. And we're looking forward to meeting you soon if you decide this is the way forward for you. Okay, cheerio.